We transformed our entire basement into a playroom for under $300 out of pocket, and I'm gonna show you how. I'm Olivia, this is Engineered at Home, and to make a long story short, I've basically been rethinking and optimizing every room in our house ever since we started to put the newborn stuff away. And this basement to playroom upgrade is basically a product of that. This space has always kind of had a hard time finding itself. At one point it was a gym, it's also been a movie room, my husband's desk is in the corner, so it's always really struggled to find its way home, pun intended. The state I grew up in doesn't really have basements, so I think that's part of the reason I sort of struggled with this space. With that being said, I do like this as a walkout basement, so it feels a little bit more of a bonus room and a little bit less of a scary dark dungeon, which is also good for what we've turned it into, I would say. Transforming this misplaced space into a playroom really solved several problems for us at once. But since I recently switched to part-time hours at work, I knew we needed to do it on a budget. So let's start at the beginning with the before, shall we?
This is where we're starting, and the plan is to sell this couch, get a smaller couch that still like folds out in case we have extra people that don't fit in the guest room, since we have so much family that all doesn't live here. Obviously we started doing the little pull-up bar with the mirror, the Montessori thing, and bought the little, I don't even know what those are called, play pillow things. Both of those I got on Amazon. That we're gonna put behind the couch probably. Also got that on Amazon. And then the plan is to get a big gate that basically goes from between the TV and the desk all the way to the stairs. So that way he can't get up the stairs. He doesn't mess with Marco's things. We don't have to like move that since we just put that there. I mean, it's not gonna look designer down here or anything, but it's gonna be good for a little play area for him. So yeah, that's the plan. Probably need to deep clean this rug because we've had it for years.
Watching that back is funny to me because pretty much everything I said in there has changed. We did keep the gate, so we did put a gate up, and we did switch out the couches, but otherwise everything else was a wash that I said. We ended up taking the TV out completely and put that along with the cabinet up in the guest room for a little upgrade up there. We completely got rid of that rug. We actually sold it, so no need to deep clean that. And then as you can see, we replaced it with some other rugs. The biggest change would be the layout is completely different than it was before, and the way that it is now just opens up the space so much. It's basically 300 square feet, maybe a little bit less, that we were really not utilizing, and now you can see every inch has a purpose, and it really is being used now. Otherwise, it was sort of a mix of using things we had in the house, selling some of the items that I had in that room, and then making some more budget-friendly purchases that were impactful to the space regardless of the price. Okay, I thought we would dive right into the budget since that's probably why you're here anyways. I'm gonna take you through exactly how our bill broke down, starting with the puzzle mats, like the gym mats. We got 4 sets of those at $25 each for $100 total. The bilingual rug was $69. The gate was about $90 with tax. This Montessori mirror is $64 and the indoor swing was $50 for a total of, and this is gonna be embarrassing if I get the math wrong because my whole channel is centered around being an engineer. Okay, as I was doing the math there, I realized that I forgot an item. We did get an IKEA shelving unit for about $38. Everything else was actually from Amazon, so that's kind of why I forgot to add it into the total. So, now to do the math. Our total is $411. Which I know is above $300. However, we did sell quite a few of the items, like I said, the rug earlier, which totaled to about $120, I think, bringing our final total to $291. Now, I'm not including a few things. For example, this blackboard we have had for years and it's just been collecting dust in our garage. We have these drawers with the soft shelves. Those we've also had for years. I actually use those as my postpartum cart with all the postpartum goodies. The couch, as I said in the before video, we didn't even swap. So we paid $500 for it, but we sold our other one for $500. Per usual, all of the items that you'll see today will be linked below. Like I said, almost everything except for the IKEA shelves are on Amazon. Before I take you through some of the functionality and why we've added each of the items in here, I do want to talk a little bit about the design philosophy, if you will, in general. I really have to work hard to beat the beige mom allegations. So this room was intentionally designed with color and a little bit of neutrality. So like I said in the before video, it's not designer, but honestly it did turn out looking sort of like a daycare more or less, and I'm proud of how it ended up. It's playful yet pleasing to the eyes. It's good for adults and for the baby, of course. And one other style choice, of course, that I have to point out is that we do have mostly Montessori approach. So the Montessori mirror and then the shelving unit over there. We want him to have the freedom and flexibility to learn to problem solve and be safely independent. I think it's just sort of natural with the engineering mindset and wanting to instill that in our children. So I want to do a walkthrough of each of the sections that we've kind of made here. The first one being this story time area. We ended up getting a bilingual rug, which is a little bit personal. The baby's grandparents are from Honduras, so they predominantly speak Spanish, and it's really important for us to introduce him to the language, and this felt like a good way to start. I know I've mentioned the Montessori mirror behind me several times. This rug was also put here as just an extra layer for as he's exploring with the Montessori mirror and pulling up, but then also falling, of course. There is carpet underneath this, which actually kind of causes issues. I'll get to that later. And then I also have here, within reaching distance for him, a basket of books. It's a little on the full side right now because we have some library books that we need to return. I did want to point out this little photo album book. It has pictures of all of his loved ones in it. I thought this was a genius idea. I've seen it several times on TikTok. I have no idea who came up with this, but they literally make these little photo albums that you can get on Amazon and just print out. I think it was 4x6, and they come with the labels and everything. For us, this is especially meaningful because we are out of state from the rest of our family. We live 1,000 miles away from everybody else. So this is a way for him to, without a screen, get some FaceTime in with his loved ones. And shifting a little bit to show you this corner over here really quick, we have these soft drawers. I also got on Amazon years and years ago. I've used in my college apartment. We've took it through multiple states with us. It was where I put all of my postpartum goodies in our bathroom. And now we've repurposed it just to have some diapers down here, extra toy storage. He does go through here. I just make sure he doesn't pull it down, pull it over. But for us, it also acts as baby-proofing in itself because we have it in front of our fireplace. I should have thought about how much I would be on the floor for this video. So this is probably my favorite purchase that we've made. Again, swap, so we didn't pay anything out of pocket for this. Our other couch was nice, but I like this one because it's almost got a Montessori aspect to it, because it does flip down. He does love crawling up here. He stands and cruises along the side, and then it's a soft place for him to land when he falls, inevitably. The other main reason I wanted to get this one is because it's, I believe, about a queen size bed. Now, I'm only 5 foot tall, so this probably isn't a good reference, but here's me fully laying down. I can pretty much have my arms up and still have some space. And it's nice just to have another option that's not an air mattress. And to be honest, sometimes in the morning, if I'm still waking up for the day, I kind of lay down here and just watch him run and just watch him use the space. Like I said, so far has been my favorite purchase of this room. And then last, but certainly not least, is this IKEA shelving unit. Montessori style shelves. He has loved this area. Clearly everything is his height. He pretty much pulls it all out at once. Super affordable, was super easy to put together. I would highly recommend, and perfect for this little corner over here. Like I said, we're using every inch of space that we can. And while we're down here, I do want to show the flooring a little bit. Now, I did do some research on the ones that are available on Amazon. This one seemed to be the most affordable. My only qualm is that it slides so much. And I know that there is a solution for it. I'm working on it. I'm thinking I might get a rug pad to put underneath it, or maybe a strip of Velcro along all of the edges. I still would purchase it again, and I think it's better than not having anything here, especially because we have this carpet here. It was just getting really rough on his knees. And because it's in the basement, it's a little bit dirty anyways, so I wanted to cover it, but it just needs a little bit of tweaking before it's perfect. And I've actually seen other parents comment about this. My little guy loves to take the edges off and play with them and eat them, so I feel like I'm constantly going back and putting them on and making sure he's not eating them. But another way you can think about it is maybe a little bit of bonus sensory play, if you will. I almost forgot to mention this sweet little swing. Pretty self-explanatory. The baby loves it. And honestly, because we live in a location that has all 4 seasons, it's really nice when it's a little bit too hot outside or it's raining, or I'm sure in the winter it'll be nice too whenever it's too cold. And maybe I'm not quite beating all of the beige mom allegations here, but the baby still likes it, so it is what it is. My favorite part about this space is watching how much my son loves it. He has the space he needs physically, and I think my husband would agree that when he started playing down here, his eyes just really opened up to the world. I've talked before about how much he thrived in daycare, and I'm so grateful we were able to make a space that's similar and a space that he can grow in. Even for me as his caretaker, having a dedicated space where I'm not seeing the dishes or hearing my Teams ping from my work laptop has genuinely helped me to be more present, and I think that's what matters most. Although I will admit being right next to the laundry room does have its benefits. I'm so glad with how this space came together, and I honestly wouldn't change a thing once we get the flooring issue fixed. As a planner, parenthood has taught me that some things just turn out better if you let it build itself as you go, and this is certainly the case for what we have here. Here's to engineering on a budget. See you next week.